Hey friends, welcome back to Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G, and look how incredible this brand new HeroQuest game system looks. We're going to take a look and we're going to go into great detail on how these characters look and they stack up versus here's the old school game pieces and the cardboard furniture and so on. But let's take a look at both, see what the differences are. And really, we're not even going to get into the gameplay yet. We're going to get into seeing just how gorgeous this game is and getting excited about a comparison video between the two. And then we'll continue to do more and more and take a look at that, and then we'll do some gameplay. So guys, you're not going to want to miss this. But before we get started, if you've not already subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button below. Talk to us in the comments. Hit the bell next to get notified every time a new video come out. And then talk to us in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think of these miniatures. Look how gorgeous these miniatures are. And yeah, let me know if you already have this. You're going to pre-order it, because I got the HASLAB version and did the mythic tier and got all these wonderful goodies that you're about to see. So stay tuned guys, because this is going to be an incredible video that goes super into depth about how great this game is. So you're not going to want to miss this. Guys, what do you say we go ahead and get started right now?
What is up, Vincent Gigi?
Vincent Gigi, Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Vincent Gigi from Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Vincent Gigi on Super Channel G.
So tight. Don't stop doing what you're doing.
Congratulations on all your success.
Congratulations on everything.
I will see you on the TV on Super Channel G.
God, is this great!
Alright friends, so welcome back to Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G, and I am incredibly excited to finally be able to share this that came in the mail. And some of you already know what this is, even without having seen the title of this video, because you received a box like this after the HASLAB campaign. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy open, and let's see what's in here. And then I got a surprise for you. I'm pretty sure you know what that is. So let's get this open, see what's in here, and let's compare it to the original. All right, here we are. Oh, it's a box in a box. Great. Let me set this aside and let's get to our box in a box. Box in a box in a box. There we are. Okay, let's turn this back over and see what we got going on here. Alright. Ho ho! Yeah, buddy. That looks amazing already. Man, I've been dying to open this and to get this set in. Now, those of you that didn't know, I had the original HeroQuest game when probably first got it when I was like, I don't know, maybe in 5th grade. Look how awesome this is. We'll take a look at everything in here. And the expansion sets. Okay, there's nothing else left in there. Nothing else left in there. This aside. Okay, so let's move this over here, and man, these look awesome. Okay, so first of all, we got our HeroQuest game system in, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. A little bit more modern looking art. Let's put that there. A little bit cartoonier. Look at that. So, and then this one does say 14 and up, which is interesting because I can't imagine it being tremendously different than the original. Because, to my knowledge, it's supposed to be kind of a revisited version of the original. That was originally Milton Bradley. And now we have Hasbro with Avalon Hill. And it looks gorgeous. Everything is almost the same. And I'll show you, I'll compare it to the other box shortly. Okay, great. Let's see. You know what? I'm just gonna give you a glimpse real quick of how different it is. If you'll notice, the boxes are definitely two different sizes. This is thinner from here because this is definitely wide as far as how tall it is, and then as far as how actually wide this is, look at that. Now my box is all worn, but you'll see how the bottom one, the new one, is cartoony versus this one is supposed to be more realistic. Okay, so let's see what actually comes with this HeroQuest game system. High adventure in a world of magic. And, well, real quick, I also got the quest packs, Keller's Keep, Return of the Witch Lord, which I had both of these also, and who knows what happened to those over the years. This one came in a red box. Originally this one came in a purple box, and it came with different monsters and their own quest book and tiles and so on. But this one, obviously it looks like that. And then where's the other box? Here it is. So this comes with some of the bonuses that came with the mythic tier, where we got not only the game, but I believe it was 100 for the game, and if I'm not mistaken, and then 150 for all of this that we got to hit with the tiers, but on the HASLAB campaign. But man, I believe this also includes Joe Manganiello's this Dragon Quest, and I forgot what it was called right off the top of my head, but look how gorgeous this art is. And I was so excited to hear, because we did not hit this this ultimate tier, which I believe was 2 million. And then, if you'll remember, I posted a video where I'm like telling Hasbro, hey, we'll pay extra, at least I will, so I can get it. And thank goodness, thank God, Joe like pulled some strings. He had that video and he's like, I got friends at Hasbro, and pulled some strings, and I'm sure he was extremely proud of the work he had done on it, and he wanted to make sure we got it, and we got so close. He made it happen. So Joe Manganiello, you are amazing, and I'm so excited that we're able to get all of it. So let's cut this. Oh, I forgot. Let's take a look at the back also. There's just so much on here. Look at these beautiful pieces that are right here, all these miniatures, and I will definitely compare them to the original. So we can read all this shortly. I just want to get it open. We'll come back and, or you know what, a little bit. You do want to know what's in here, obviously. But it says, let me get right on over here. HeroQuest Game System, the quest continues. In this exciting fantasy adventure game, you and your fellow players must work together to battle the evil sorcerer Zargon and complete the quest. Playing the hero roles of the barbarian, the dwarf, the elf, or the wizard, you'll all move cautiously through a labyrinth of eerie, dark dungeons. Ghastly monsters will prowl the underground passages far below the surface of the known world. Zargon's deadly forces threaten, but wise mentor has taught you well. Find the treasure and make it out safely, or all perish together. Here's the heroes: the wizard, wielder of powerful magic; the elf, master of sword and spell; dwarf, resilient fighter with a keen eye; and barbarian, mighty warrior. Man, these are very well detailed. And look at that. Game board, stunning artwork, beautiful. 70 plus detailed miniatures. And, ooh, parents, check it out here. The contents are, it comes with a game board, 31 monster miniatures, 4 hero miniatures, 15 furniture pieces, 10 skull pieces, 4 plastic rat pieces, 21 dungeon doors, 93 game cards, 4 turn order cards, cardboard tiles, quest book, 4 character cards, game master's screen, pad of character sheets, 6 white combat dice, 2 red dice, and a rule book. And that looks absolutely gorgeous. Let's see what it says over here. Enter the mythical world of HeroQuest. And this looks just like the original from, well, this looks different, but this is so reminiscent. And so, for many years, the land has been at peace. The darkness that once threatened to engulf it is forgotten. But the darkness was not destroyed, merely banished. And now it gathers strength once more, and an ancient evil stirs in the depths of the earth. The land has need of heroes, for without them we are doomed. Alright, and so, if I'm not mistaken, they substituted the word chaos for other things, but now let's get it open, and without any further ado, let's take a look to see just how gorgeous this is, and then we'll kind of laugh at the condition my old game is in. Not the miniatures though, the miniatures are still in pretty good shape. Oh, I didn't realize there were tape on the side too. There we are. Okay, now we should be able to just slide this on out. There we go, moment of truth. Now I did glimpse at what it looked like online, so I already have a really good idea of how gorgeous it's gonna be. Nonetheless, let's take a look at this together. This beautiful, beautiful box. Uh-oh. Okay. I was like, what in the world? Okay, cool. Let me expand this further out, so we're gonna have space to look at stuff. Okay. So, this is a flimsy top box, but it comes with a tray, a plastic tray. Oh my god, this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Wow. And I'll take them out momentarily so you can get a really good look. And you know what? Oh my goodness, this looks awesome. Okay, we're gonna look at this in just a moment. We're gonna compare the originals. Oops. What's happening here? Why am I getting stuck? It is flimsy though. Careful there, because I was already starting to bend it. Okay, let's see what this next tier is. Looks like basically the same thing, but heavier. Whoa, this is heavy. This is definitely heavy. Let's see what's in here. Oh, the furniture and the cards. Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Everything's already assembled, and there are no cardboard pieces. So that's definitely something that is different than the original. And these are solid plastic. Well, that's maybe not solid, however, it is not cardboard on the top. Just like these are not cardboard on the bottom. I'm like, was everything just essentially 3D printed? Oh my god, this feels solid. This is heavy. Actually looks like delicious chocolate. And yeah, don't try and eat it. Look at this. I love the fact that it's like solid feeling. The only thing interesting, and it's got gorgeous detail. The only thing I have to say is that I wish it was had some color on it. Oh look, this actually opens. I don't remember, I think on the original game that was like for Sir Ragnar or whatever. Oh, look at this. Okay, so we'll look at, oh, this is even closer in a moment. These are just, I guess, skulls. Alright, I don't want to crack them off yet. And pieces of skulls. Oops, sorry. Okay, cool. Put that in there. And let's get this back in here. And I guess this is our game board. Is there anything underneath? Is that it? Just making sure. Yep. So this is just because. Okay. So let's slide this off. There we are. Let's slide this off. And goodness, what is all this? We have our quest book. Wow. And this one is glossy, unlike the original one that was definitely matte finish. What's this? Game System rulebook, I guess. Wow, this is gorgeous. Look at that. Okay. Here's our tile pieces. They're two-sided. Very cool. We'll have to punch those out. Okay. Look at that. Zargon. Amazing with this beautiful artwork. Look at that. Okay. Oh, so nice. Abomination, that's what we have. Instead of Ephemer. A Dread Warrior. So Dread. We're gonna use that instead of Chaos, I guess. Okay. Black Shield. So this is gorgeous. Put this here. You know what? Let's put this here for a moment. And that way I can compare everything just a bit. And then we'll do the comparison, and we'll move on to expansion packs. Okay, let's look at this board. Wow. Put this awesome stuff over here. We'll put this in the ground. I just don't have space, everything's so big. Oh my gosh, this board is gonna be massive then. Holy moly ravioli. Wow. It's the size of our review table. Come on. Okay. Alright. Dropped it on the floor on accident. There we are. You see how big it is. It's massive. But then again, perhaps the other one is this big as well. And yeah, looks absolutely amazing. Okay, let's start comparing. Let me get the other game board. Let's open it up. Since we have the original here. And you're gonna see how it may not be in the greatest shape. Let's flip this over. Oof. Yeah, you see it's all scuffed up. But check that out. Into the world of HeroQuest, if you dare. So, that's what the back looks like. Got some kids thinking here. And, yep, let's get it open. Wow, look. Right away on the top of the box, we have some assembly instructions. Because we did have to assemble a good amount of things. Alright, first of all, we have this right here, and let's compare that to the new one. So you can see just how different these are. Look at that. Pretty outstanding, isn't it? Look at that. Wow, huge difference here. This one's definitely cartoonier. But I always loved the way that looked. And now look at that. So they replaced these with these. Now, I love everything about the new miniatures, everything. But I wish we had some of those also, and it would be awesome. But now we do. I'm just Bummed they didn't have both of them. Look at these zombies and skeletons. Okay, and let's see what the inside, how different that looks. I'm like, wow, did a pretty good job of taking care of the inside. I was like, wait, which one's the new one? But yeah, look at that. These are green for the new one, and black for the old one. And I always did like these symbols right here, so these are a little more detailed, but still. Everything else looks pretty consistent. There we are. It looks like everything else is basically the same. Very cool. Okay. So now, let's keep moving on. Oops. Here's the game board. The game board is... It is definitely smaller. Look at that. This one does fit up here. And we'll see exactly just how much smaller it is when we compare this in a second. Look at that. And I bet it looks quite similar, to be honest. Let's see. Let's open this half. Look at this. There we go. The top one is the new one, the bottom one is the old one. Look at that. And this game board, the old one, is still in pretty good shape. You see these squares are definitely a little bit bigger. Not a ton bigger, but definitely bigger. See that? It may line up here, but it doesn't line up there. But we have the same style going. Look. So they definitely try to recreate this original game board. So kudos about that. Even the two rocks that are right there, got the two rocks right there. Got the bones that are right here. I'm assuming I'm gonna go on a limb. We got the bones that were right there. So amazing. The only difference is it says HeroQuest on the right side over here versus on the bottom. There's nothing on the bottom here. So there we go. And this board folds into 4s for easier storage. So that's awesome. So I'm gonna put the original board over here. Now, let's check out this. I don't remember seeing this armory over here. Where was that? Did we have one? Did I miss that? Or was it elsewhere? Did I miss where that is? Or do we have that somewhere else? Alright, I guess we're gonna have to come back to that one because I don't see an armory, at least not for now. Definitely have to come back to that. And if I miss something and you know where it is or see it later, guys, please let me know. Because I definitely don't want to miss anything. So, looks like armory. Nope, not seeing it. Okay. Now, if I open this up, here are our character cards right here. We have Wizard, Dwarf, Elf, and Barbarian. Look great. Look at this. Okay. We have our quest book, and we have our instruction book. Again, so the differences between these two. Size-wise, it looks like they're identical. And look, 89, 90. Let's see, first page inside looks like this. And let's see, first page inside here. And it looks like it might actually say the exact same thing. How awesome is that? Recreating the game again. Zargon fled. Zargon fled. When I caught up with him, when I caught up with Zargon, I found my former apprentice. I found him greatly changed. So, he had pledged his allegiance to the great powers of chaos. Fool! I found my former apprentice having pledged allegiance to the great powers of dread. Fool. So it's slightly different, but essentially the same. And it does say 14 and up, which is interesting. Okay, and then it goes straight to this appears to be the exact same quest. I'm not trying to give it away, just so that you can compare. It definitely appears to be the exact same map and quest. Look at that. So what the booklet looks like. The wandering monster at the bottom. This is so outstanding. So the original has 14 quests ending with return to Barak Tor. So it's 14. And then this, so you can photocopy and make your own quest, which is awesome. So 14. And then it ends here showing you the monsters. They're exactly the same as they were on those cards. And you have done well. So over here, let's see, do we end on the 14th quest? Sure does. And it's called the exact same thing. Make your own quest. And then let me move this like this so you can see it better. There we go. And you have done well. That's so awesome. Set that aside right there. And we have our game system. Look how different these two look. But it's essentially the exact same thing. This just says rule book versus instruction booklet. Open table of contents. Now obviously this color new one really pops out. Really gets you excited about the game. Look at all this. Look how awesome these spells look right here. I always love the art on those spells. We'll compare those in just a moment. But man, this booklet is just so engaging. Beautiful artwork. Look at that. Okay, where the original looked like this. Not that it wasn't engaging, but it was a lot more straightforward. And the color on the other one really makes it pop. Okay. And then, I guess, look at this. So we can compare apples to apples. Obviously, so to speak. I just showed that one, but let's see if I can find it right here. These two. There's the tile and the barbarian. And there we go. Okay. Set this aside right here. And let's look at the tiles only because that's right here next. But let's grab one of these tiles. Here's falling rock. And you can see exactly the size difference. Here is the staircase. You can see the size difference again. Look at that. It's supposed to be 2 by 2 basically. But this one has nothing on the bottom. This one has a straight staircase. So that's cool. These skulls look like this. Look how they look now. On the other side I do have this that would match up right here. Look at that. We also have some other tiles. Wow, cool. Look at that. Ones I haven't seen. Here's a trap. Or a trap door. Let me see. I have one that's a pit right here. They look very similar. Except this one has a tinier details, which is really cool. Falling rocks. We already took a look at that. There we go. Trapdoor. Facing in the other direction. Interesting. Well, you know what? I guess I got it both ways. Didn't remember that. Okay, so let me set that aside. And let's see, give me a second. All right. Now let's look at our miniatures. So there we go for that. Our miniatures. Here we go. So right off the bat, let's look at our heroes. So I have my original heroes here, and they should be in great shape. Should be. Look at that. Here's my barbarian. Okay. Here's the dwarf. Here we have the elf. Okay. And here we have the wizard. Now let's compare them to the new ones. And let me tell you, these new ones look incredible already. So here's the barbarian. Wow. And, oh, this is a little flimsy. But the rest of it is pretty solid. Look at this. Chilling on a rock. Let's compare it to the original. Look at that. There's no comparison. The new ones are gorgeous detail. But he does have sandals versus boots. Okay. Let's look at our dwarf. Man, this dwarf looks amazing. And look at that axe. Jeez. See a sandal guy too, it looks like. Gorgeous axe. And he's in an action pose versus chilling. Look at that. Much more epic mustache from that beard. Okay. So this is the wizard. Look at that. They just improved upon them and gave them much better proportions. And finally, the elf. And in this one, the elf is a female and looks absolutely amazing. Look at that. But since we got the bigger tiers, I think we have both genders. We have guy and a girl version of every character, so that's awesome. We have more choices, and this elf is absolutely amazing. Look at this. Look at the ears. The ears are hard, but this is. Sorry, I'm going out of focus for some reason. There we go. Like, that was cool. Alright. So yeah, awesome. Okay, put everybody back. There we go. Definitely don't want anything bad to happen to these guys. There we go. I don't want their arms to break off. I don't want their pieces to crack off. Nothing. Okay, so let's see. Now, one thing I'm sad about is I don't know what happened to my red dice. Oop. And the dice from the old set, which I still really like, were wooden. These were wooden. The red ones that it came with were wooden. Don't know what happened. I had to replace them with like Monopoly dice. because I don't know what happened. But they were red and they looked exactly like this, and I loved how they were rounded on the edges. That was cool. And so eventually some of the paint came off. We still have the skull. We had 3 skulls, 2 hero shields, and 1 of the chaos shields. And so now it appears that we have probably the same thing, I would think. Look at that. 3 skulls. And then we have our dark shield. Look at that. Definitely better detail. And then our hero shield. I still like this one here, but super cool. And then we have 6 of these. Now we should have an extra set, again, because of the mythic tier. Oops, put it in the wrong spot. So put that right there. And who doesn't want to see our gargoyle already? So, original gargoyle here. And you know it was a big deal when this guy came out to play. And look at our new gargoyle. Look at that. I guess all this is supposed to be curved? Or is it supposed to be straight like this? Let me look at the box. Because I'm like, if it's supposed to be straight, I definitely want to put it in somewhere where it can straighten out. Instead of being curved like that. Yep, it's supposed to be straight. So I'll allow that to rest in there so that this can straighten out on its own. But nonetheless, this is a gorgeous looking detailed piece. Look at his feet, his tail, look at his wings. Unbelievable sword there, look. But this sword is reminiscent of the original. And this original one actually looks better as far as the sword, but not the handle. Handle looks better here. But I don't know, they actually did quite a great job on the original here, except he had a whip. But still, I remember his head would just... There we go. Same thing with his wings. These, because we would assemble him. This one's all one big piece. But again, there we are. Okay, so let's put this back here. And this needs to go on this side like that. That was the problem. And the sword probably needs to go higher, but whatever, we'll leave that as it is. Okay, so these Dread Warriors, or that's what they're called now, right? Compared to these Chaos Warriors, I actually still love the way these look right here. Look at that. That is fierce, that is mean, that is scary, and when these guys came on the board, you knew it was trouble. But look at this awesome action pose right here. And this epic shield. Look at that. And has a cape. Look at that. Ridiculous melee weapon. So I guess it's supposed to be up like this and not curled down. So just a little bit of how it's been resting now. Obviously these are hard and hollow. If they bend, they'll crack. But this one, the weapon's like soft. So because it's been stressed on there. Either way, look at how there's like a skull for the armor. This looks so awesome. Okay, let's see. These appear to all be very similar, if not the same. So let's move on to Goblin. And it appears there may be more than one type of Goblin. And there's definitely more than one type of Goblin on the old type. axe, little sword. Okay, so the original one had goblins that were basically the same, but with different weapons. Look, they're almost identical with different weapons. So the new one looks like this, and this one looks a whole lot more fierce. That's scarier. Here it comes with that like meat cleaver. So the closest thing we had to that was this huge hatchet. But these look more funny than these look wicked. Now we did have the orc that had this similar type weapon. Look at that. We'll compare the orcs now. Well, let me see. Right here, look how we have different goblins. Looks like we have two that have that like meat cleaver. We have two that appear to be like girl versions. Ugh, I don't want to break it. They're pretty snug in here. I'm afraid, because look how thin this one is. I'm afraid the legs will crack off. This is a sick looking figure, look at that. Wow, and a little dress too. Oh. There we go. I felt like it was going to crack off. So please be careful. Oof. I dread taking them out actually. I'm probably going to want to widen these little holders so that I don't crack them off. I'll be heartbroken if I'm breaking them. Especially because, yeah, look a little more fragile than they look. Especially when you're squeezing them out. Let's compare this one. Let's just compare all three real quick, since these are not the same. Unlike the old goblins, which were essentially the same, these are very different. Look at this. Different poses. And then let's compare them to the size of the other one. Oh, definitely didn't want to drop that on the floor, but there we are. Okay, let's move on. Be careful not to break these guys. Okay. So now we have our mummy. Again, their ankles are kind of thin, so please be careful with that. Look at this mummy. Here's the original. You can always tell which is which because of the base. So there we are. Let's zoom in more. Look at that. Again, the new ones look like they're in action shots versus the older ones. Very cool. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Is this the zombie? The zombies look like this. So I'm gonna assume this is a zombie. Let's zoom in. Look how crazy that looks. There we go. Both have the feet kind of pointed in. Very cool. Oh, it's the hair. I was like, why is the head shaped like that? But it's the hair. Cool. 2 of those zombies. And we have 4 of these skeletons. Wow, this skeleton is really epic. Look at that. Really improved upon the original. Look at that. Super awesome. Okay. And the proportions are like amazing on all these. Okay. Let's bring that down. And now we have our orcs, right? Wow, cool. Okay, so we have this. We have this. Looks like we have 2 of all these. We have this. And we have this. Ugh, I don't want to break it again. Please be careful, Vince. Nope, I'm not going to just force it out. Alright, let's see. Push it out from the back. And then pull it out, because... Where is it stuck? Okay, don't know, but I'll take a closer look, because I'm very fearful of breaking these. As you can see, I didn't break the original characters, so I definitely don't want to break these new ones, which appear to be because of how they're positioned in there. Okay, so I'm assuming this is an orc, and compared to what they were in the original Hero Quest, orcs looked like this. And I believe we had 4 different kinds. Let's see. I have one with an epic long sword, but I'll look for that in a minute. So they're essentially all the same. Again, but with different weapons. Let's see. And one had like an epically long sword. See if I can find that guy. Is it him? Nope. Where is he? Here he is. So we had these 2. One with the chain. And so the mace. We had this cleaver. And then we had these 2 with the sword. And this one with the epically big sword. So compared to that, look at this. This orc looks a lot more like Lord of the Rings movie. And yeah, look at that. Huge. A lot more scary. Let's see, his sword is okay. And there's an epic looking sword. So let's see what the other orc look like. Look at that. Have to swing that. It's huge. I think we have 2 girl orcs. Look at that. Man, these look scary also. It's so cool. It's beautiful art job they did when they were designing them with the art. But this one's huge. Let's compare it to our hero. Look at this. Wow. Amazing. I could just admire these all night because they're just gorgeous looking miniatures. Please don't break. Okay, this one goes here. This one goes here. I have a couple more that we want to see from here. We have this and this. Okay. So I guess this is... This used to be, I believe, Chaos Sorcerer or Wizard. And then we have this version, which I guess is Dread now. And looks pretty awesome. Look at this. Get him focused. There we go. Pretty awesome. Again, seeing these gray guys on the table meant it was going down. But this one looks so great. Okay. And luckily it was easy to get out of the package too. There we go. And what am I missing? This abomination, is that what it was called? I'm afraid to take this one out. Ooh. Luckily this one almost came out easily. Almost. Looks like they attached the arm just like that. With some glue. But, okay, look how crazy this looks. Epic. Man, this is awesome. And of course, that replaced this femur, which is huge compared to that, but this was still scary and epic when it came out. Got this crazy axe, and a club tail, and armor, and was definitely hard to kill. So when these got on the board, you're like, oh no! But look at this one. I'm assuming this one would be equally as bad. Looks even worse. Let's put that away right here. Okay, and I believe that's everybody in this set right here. So let's move on. And let's see who's in the other tray. I'm sorry, the other tray. And when I said who, I meant what. Okay, so we have our character sheets. Man, awesome. This is a big fat notepad, this one wasn't even half the size. There were a few I've used obviously over the years, but this one is a big fat notepad. And it is slightly smaller, but it is almost the identical thing. And it might even be almost literally exactly the identical thing, just almost completely in essence. So awesome. Look at that. Great. So this is the new one. This is the old one. And let's look at our cards. Look at our cards, and we have these here. But before that, let's see, okay. So, doors that we had that were open looked like this. And now they look like this. It's cool. And then of course this is cardboard. So I am sorry to say that I did have a couple bend on me. There's one. Look. Unfortunately. It'll never be the same, but I just use that one. It's like kind of flimsy, so there is a difference. Okay, and then here, look at this. Hey, why is it rounded on the bottom? So these two, and I do love the color on this. It makes it pop and really stand out. I'm sure we could paint this if we wanted to, but these are definitely made to last. Look better. They're not going to bend, and I'm made of cardboard. However, I do wish there was some color down. Looks like they're all rounded on the bottom, so I guess that's I'd assume an accident because you don't want it rocking. And they're all like that because I guess they were all printed the same. So, alright. That's unfortunate, but also not that big of a deal. Okay, so what else do we have? We saw this tomb right here. Look at this. Ooh, which one do you like better? No, this one has cardboard on the bottom for more colors. And more detail. Cool. But this one does open. This one doesn't. Okay. So our little benches. We have two little benches. This is what the original bench looked like. It was bigger and bulkier because it had to have this piece of cardboard that went there. And this that held it together. I do like that it had the colors again. Look, and then this bench is leaning a little bit. I don't think it's supposed to be, but nonetheless, it is. And I'm sure they both are because they're probably both made from the same mold. Yep. Okay. So we have a throne here. The old throne looked like this. I love the detail there. Love, love, love the detail. Look at that. Okay. Let's see. Treasure chests. Original ones look like this. A little splash of color will go a long way. Fireplace. Fireplace. Again, the details here are gorgeous, but so is the artwork here. And then this is solid. It looks cool from the back too. Okay. We have two bookcases and a cupboard. Looks like the bookcases are identical. And the one cupboard. So, let's see. This is what the bookcase looks like compared to the original. The original, you put the skull and the rat. Oh, the rat's tail broke off. There's one. So, something going on there. And then, as far as this cupboard, look at this. Again with the rat and the skull. Ugh. I'm a little scared about taking that out. Okay, but we're still gonna try. Ugh. On the top, I mean it's tucked in there pretty well. Ugh, I'm scared to take this one out. Luckily it's a little flexible, but I don't want it to crack. So let's compare these two. Original, and you can feel where this one's solid. This one's a little flexy. Let's zoom in more. Wow, they definitely wanted to keep the essential weapons here. It's exactly the same as far as what weapons are on here, but there's modern versions of them. So this is really cool. This is definitely reminiscent of that, except you see bendy in this one. Well, if you push too hard, will definitely give way. Put this back. Okay. We have this little chemistry or alchemist table or whatever. Where is it? I guess it's this. So this one looks like this. Look how they're not so different. And then this one we put the little pieces on top. I know there's somewhere. Oh, here it is. So this goes here and this goes like that. Okay. And am I forgetting? I'm forgetting this. You need to be careful here. I like that this one has like what appears to be words written on there. It's kind of bent forward. Unfortunately, look. And this one. Little torture device table. This. Again, rounded slightly on the bottom. Cool. Okay. That almost wraps it up for that. Except let's look at the cards. So, I'm gonna put all this back in here. Keep the cards. Keep this. Put this back in here. And I'm a little bummed that I didn't see an armory in the new one yet. I don't know if I overlooked it or what, but didn't see it yet. So, I guess we'll get back about that. Okay. Set that over here. And let's see these new cards right here. And you know what? I'm gonna get a lot closer because now I don't have to expand out. Let me get a chair. That way I'm standing this whole time. Okay, cool. So, let's see what exactly we have here. These. Wow, these are beautiful cards. Beautiful cards. Equipment. Okay, maybe this is the armory. Maybe that's it. Or dread spells. Water spell. Earth spell. Fire spell. Air spell. We have our treasure cards. Okay. So, let me move further up actually. And let's set them aside right here so we can compare all of it. Everything. There we are. There we go. And then, this will go here, and this will go here. And that way you can see this beautiful artwork. Look at that. Okay. And the original ones look like this. And let me just say, I was very fond of the artwork here. The original one. Artifacts. Looks like there may be more dread spells. Okay. So, there we go. I think we had our question answered. So there's the artifact. There's the monsters. Chaos versus dread spells. Water spells. Earth. Fire. Air. Treasure. And just so we can have a side-by-side comparison, because absolutely. Look. And this is still beautiful art right here. These new ones, man, did they do a great job. Okay. Here's the monster. Let's see what zombie and zombie look like. We can compare them directly. Look at that. Okay. Chaos versus Dread. We still have the lightning. We still have the wind and the crashing down. Look at that. This magic like water beast. Man, is this epic looking. I always liked this, even though it looks kind of crazy. I always liked the way that looked. But look how epic this one looks. This one looks scary. He's about to crash down on this boat right here. So this earth spell, this huge rock beast, where this is just a guy coming out from a cavern like all stiff. This looks epic. Again, action sequences. Fire, look at this, burning this castle, this house, whatever. Versus this one, I always liked this one. It looks so cool. But again, look at that beautiful artwork. Wind. I always thought this air spell guy looked kind of like obviously the genie. Look how incredible this one looks. And like Tempest. Look at that. Here's a comparison. Okay. And then Treasure versus Treasure. This always looked cool, and look how much better this one looks. Wandering monster. Let me find a wandering monster so you can see what that looked like. There we go. There we go. So, I'm curious. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 chaos spells, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exactly the same. 12 here. And ball of flame. Cool. I'm like, would like to compare each one of them. Man, look at that artwork. Command. Look at that. So cool. Escape. I never got a chance to use escape. Where is it? There we are. Fear. I know that one's here. I kind of like how this one shows this person fearful. Firestorm. These are very reminiscent of each other. Well, this one's reminiscent of this one. Lightning bolt. There's a hand, but the way it's drawn actually kind of blends into the back instead of sticking out like that one. So this one wins on that one. Rust. This one's pretty good, but this one's a whole lot clearer. Sleep. I don't know, this Gallagher asleep over here. This one doesn't look asleep, he looks more like he's dead. But with a mustache. Summon orcs. Both of these look great. Summon undead. These both look great, but this one wins. And this Tempest. Both of these look awesome. Okay, so there we go. Oh, the monster ones. Let's go ahead and compare the monster ones. Look at this. This looks sick. Okay, so we have. Where's the gargoyle? Man, there's no comparison. Look how gorgeous this looks. There's a symbol here, and there's a symbol here. I always thought this looked so crazy because look at those eyes. So, this is unbelievable art right here. Okay, orc. Which one looks scarier? I bet I can guess which one. Look at the symbols. Okay. There's Chaos Warrior versus Dread Warrior. Look at the symbols. Okay, Goblin. This Goblin looks crazy. Look at that symbol versus that symbol. Okay, so Femur. Well, replaced it with the Abomination. Skeleton. Mummy. Zombie. Incredible. So, I'm gonna stack these back up, I guess. There we are. So we can set this aside. We could go all day looking at how beautiful this art is. Gem, that looks cool. Gold. These are updated versions of the original. So these look great. Okay, so we had these hero cards. Barbarian, Wizard, Dwarf, and Elf. These have been since replaced with this. Look at that. There's nothing on the back. Well, I take that back. I don't mean there's nothing on the back. I mean like this, it says back here, has been replaced with its own card. And since it doesn't have room to say what it says right here, which is super epic, it says it here. You are the barbarian, the greatest warrior of all. But beware of magic, for your sword is no defense against it. And so I did find that weird, because I was noticing how it's capitalized here on the old game, just about everywhere. And the new one does not have it capitalized anywhere. So, Barbarian is basically the cover of the game. Dwarf. Elf. Elf looks awesome. This one is 1,000 times better than this one. And then Wizard. I do still like how this one looks, even though this one looks pretty cool. I don't know about that 5 o'clock shadow, but okay. There we go. Set these aside over here. And then we have our equipment. So, let's see if I set these aside. Let's compare the equipment. Oops. I'm like hitting everything. So everything all spread out here. So, let's see. Here, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 items in the armory. And here there are 1. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 different items with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Unless I counted one, skipped one accidentally. So that's how many items. There's more. Battle axe. Bracers. 1 extra combat defend die. That's kind of cool. So that's not on there. Broadswords right here. Chainmails right here. Crossbows right there. Daggers right here. Hand axe, there is no hand axe. Helmet is over here. Holy water, there's no that. Long swords right here. Plate mails right here. Potion of speed, that's not on there. Shield is right here. Short sword here. Staff toolkit. So awesome. Now we know. And I'm assuming they keep this card with them without having read it. Until it breaks or they die and turn them back in. Instead of just writing it down. That's way cooler to have a card for it. Okay. So that's outstanding. Now, so we'll take a quick look at the expansion packs, and we can go into much more depth later, because it's already, I'm sure, a long video, because I was just taking a look at that. But this one, because this was a mythic tier, includes 4 hero miniatures, 18 monster miniatures, 6 white combat dice, 14 game cards, 4 character cards, cardboard game tiles, 3 quest books, and heroic contents. Of 5 miniatures and 4 cards. So let's get this bad boy open, and this is basically where all of our bonuses came. So, and the goal was 1 mil. We made it to just under 2 and almost didn't get the Joe Manganiello set. So, which this was his. These beautiful tiles. Look at that. So I'm not even 100% sure what's going on here, but obviously some kind of acid or vines or I don't know what, but it looks amazing. And look at this here, this huge tile. Looks so great. Like a mess hall or something, banquet hall. Got some sausages there. And look the other side. Wow, that's gorgeous. And more of that, look. Okay. Take a look at these cards in a moment. But Spirit Queen's Torment, amazing. The Crypt, well, that's the last one I want to look at. Prophecy of Teller. And then the Crypt of Perpetual Darkness. This is the Joe Manganiello one. And I'm so excited to do these quests. And this is just a ton of quests. So I'm like, what new monsters might be included here? Maybe just the dragon. Some new cards. Okay, here's our tiles. Dread Skull, Grasping Vines, Acid Pool Traps, Temple, Tavern, Grasping Vines. So awesome. And so this one was 10 quests. 10, Prophecy of Telor. 13 quests. And Spirit Queen. 14 quests. So this is a lot of quests. And look at this piece right here. This gorgeous dragon. Just epically huge. And let's take a look at the cards right here that we get to add. Some new artifacts. Warlock spells. Interesting. Equipment. Bard spells. Wow. More equipment. Druid spells. Interesting. And here we are. We have a bard. We have a warlock. We have a druid. And a wizard. So another wizard, huh? Very cool. Because the art was done by somebody else. And let's see what exactly that looks like. Let's take them all out. Okay. Okay. So we have our bard right here. Very cool. Warlock. Got this. Hands huge. I guess because right here it's like turning huge there. Okay. We have our druid. That animal claw hand. Only one attack die? Okay. And then we have our wizard, which I guess this is just another. So we have a second wizard, which is super cool looking. Look at that. You are the wizard. You have the ability to cast many different spells. However, you cannot wear armor or use large weapons. Therefore, you must cast your spells wisely and avoid physical combat where you are weak. Druid. You are the druid, a woodland guardian and healer. You are a powerful physical combatant while using your shapeshift spell, but you can be weak when your resources are depleted. A druid hero may not wear metal armor. Shapeshift, huh? You are the warlock, a magical artillerist who has bonded with a sinister creature, allowing you to assume its winged form. Wow! Let your allies protect you while you deal damage from afar. Counts as wizard hero in terms of which weapons, artifacts, and equipment they can use. And then you are the bard. Your spirit and songs inspire and invigorate your allies. You prefer to stay light on your feet, so when you are wearing non-metal armor and not carrying a shield, you have one extra defend die. Very cool. Man, warlock spells. Let's see what kind of spells. Dark Wings. Man, that's awesome. Fear. Amazing. And demon form. Wow. The warlock ignores pit traps and may roll one extra combat die each time they attack until the spell is broken. The spell is broken when the hero suffers one body point damage. Regain this spell when you reduce a monster's body points to 0. Very nice. That's super awesome, actually. That means it doesn't just go away. Okay. Dark Wings. Cast a spell on an enemy's turn. After you have suffered damage, reduce that damage to 0 and move instantly to any unoccupied square you can see. Man, these are definitely going to take a little bit of time to get used to, because those are new spells I've never seen before. Druid spells. Let's see. Life Force. We have Pixie. We have Shapeshift. Regain this spell when your body points return to their starting number. That's so awesome. 1 extra attack die. Monster attacking the monster adjacent to the spell is broken. Your suffers 1 body point damage. Regain the spell when your body points return to their starting number. That is so awesome. Wow, that's cool how they added that. Okay, so let's set this over here. And I'm like, wait a minute. Is there more in there? Okay, let's put our bard. Let's put our druid. Make sure I don't put them in the wrong spots. Warlock. And our wizard. Okay. Let's see what this is. Wow. Looks like this may be the other versions of our heroes. Or this was different types of heroes, except for the wizard. These are, I think, the other versions, like a female barbarian. Wow. I'm exactly right. Look at this. Female dwarf, male elf, and female wizard. What in the world? We have a 5th one here. And what is he? What in the world is that 5th one? I'm gonna have to look that up. Let's see. Oh, I just had these. What am I thinking? I don't know, I missed it. So our characters. Ugh, come on. Look at this. That's so awesome. Okay. We have our female wizard here. We have our male elf here. Come on, get in focus there. There we go. We have our female barbarian. She's epic looking, look at that. And we have our female dwarf. So those are awesome. Now I just need to know, what is this? It's a male druid? Or what is this? Because I'll find out. I have to read back on what I received here. So these look awesome. Very awesome. Okay. So these came right here. Cover this up right here. Put this in here. We have our extra 6 dice. Oof, that would have been a horrible attack. But definitely an amazing block. Okay. And let's see what else we got here. We have new monsters, or are these just new versions of them? I guess they're just new versions of the same monsters. So New versions of the same monsters. I guess this is a gargoyle, but without the weapons. I'm guessing this is a dread warrior with a huge sword instead of that big club. So that's cool. Zombie? Or nope, skeleton. This one's dragging the sword instead of having that like sickle. This looks like it's a female zombie. Let's zoom in. Cool. And then this female mummy. I'm scared to take this one out because it's like feels fragile. Let me just zoom in. Okay. See, if I'm pulling on the figure and the whole box comes up, it's scary. Let's see. Another abomination. Wow, look at this one. Tentacles. Come on, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, cool. This looks like a goblin. I'm just gonna have to zoom in because I'm not gonna break it. Those look cool. And look, they have like little claw things on their hands. And then we have some orcs here. Look at that. With a huge hammer. A sledge. I guess we have one more. Like a female dread sorceress. That's so cool. So everything about this was great. Okay, this was awesome. Incredibly awesome. This right here. Put this here, and oops, the dragon isn't there. We go. It wasn't completely sitting well in there. And these need to go there. Incredible. There we go. The Return of the Witch Lord quest pack and Keller's Keep. I'm just gonna open them real quick so you can see, because basically it's just this. Comes with the same ones again. Comes with a different door and some new tiles. And you know what? I am curious to see, are these tiles gonna be of tremendous high quality? Because I remember the original ones that came in this, but the purple box, but the tiles were real thin, like super thin. Okay, so this leaves us with 10 additional quests. Okay, awesome. So nope, it's not super thin. These are hardcore tiles. Remember, this is a rotating room, so that's awesome. There's no back for this. Wow, that's awesome. Beautiful. And there's the Witch Lord's throne room. Look at that. So we only have 2 more doors. This huge, like, steel door. Big wooden door. Oh, this one, his sickle is getting stuck over here. Let's bring it up there. Otherwise, we already saw these. Just more of them. The undead equipment. Venom antidote, potion of restoration. Potion of Battle. New artifacts. Dust of Disappearance is so cool. Okay. And last but not least, that'll go there. Their quest book. We have Keller's Keep, which what I really liked about this was beautiful artwork where they're like on the edge of these cliffs, and this one was a red box where the other one was a purple one. Okay. I'm extremely excited to play this. And look, here we are. Looks like it's probably all the same. Again, some new doors and a couple of tiles. Let's open this up. Look at that. So we have another 10 quests. There's 20 between these two. So we have a lot of quests. And look at these. Beautiful. Awesome. And then here we have this. Here are more of our figures. And look how awesome this looks. But the Abomination, those big ones with the tentacles that we just saw, those are incredible. We have more equipment, very nice, and more artifacts. Potion of Battle, Potion of Dexterity, Potion of Restoration, Venom Antidote. Okay. Well, this was exciting, this was fun, this was just awesome in so many ways. And since I have the old game, I guess technically I could just have the pieces interchangeable from the old game and the new game. I'm sure they'll fit just fine. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Let's talk about this. And one thing I forgot to mention was that this new version, there is an app where you and your friends that are playing could all be the heroes, and the app could be Zargon. So that is definitely a plus, something that didn't happen in the past. So let's see. I'm gonna set this aside real quick. I'm gonna open this up here. There we are. So let's go ahead and put some of our miniatures here. Now we can see just how awesome it looks. So we would have this here for Barbarian. And our elf. Our combat dice. Well, our movement dice. And our combat dice. That was a much better roll. And then here's, there we go, one of our orcs. And our dread warrior. Awesome as that. So, put a little bit of flavor in here. This bench. put this treasure chest right here. Put him in front. Put this over here. There we go. Put the door right here. And put this other door right here. How awesome is that? So, if I use the furniture from the old game, might give it just a little bit of pizzazz. Let's just see what that looks like. If we had, for example, this over here, this over here, this right here. Let's see what exactly that would look like. I think it would look pretty outstanding. And there we go. We can put that right there. That right there. There we go. Man, I'm so excited to play. And it's a little dark here. Let me shine some light. Because interesting. There we go. Look how awesome that looks. Let me zoom in. This looks absolutely incredible. Look at that. Over here, we got these bad boys right here. From the OGs. So, anyway guys, I want to thank you for hanging out with us here today. Talk to us in the comments, let us know what you think. And I'm excited that this HeroQuest game system is going on pre-order. It's $125, so it is not cheap. But it is clearly worth it, and these are quality figures. This is a quality game made extremely well. So let's talk. I can't wait to play this. Jeej and I are gonna have to play this weekend. So we'll be seeing you soon, guys, and check back on our YouTube channel for more great videos like this. Thanks for watching. Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G. Peace.